The Washington Wizards are currently stuck in no man's land. Good enough to somewhat compete for the last playoff spot, but not bad enough to actually get a top 3 pick in the draft. The Wizards were still a bad defensive team, and they were actually a worse defensive team this year compared to last year. The hiring of a defensive-minded head coach in Wes Unseld Jr. didn't make that much of a difference. The season went fully off the rails in early February when Bradley Beal opted to have season-ending surgery to repair a torn ligament in his left wrist. And everybody knows by now he can't opt out of the final year of his contract and become a free agent this summer. Trading for Kristaps Porzingis was actually a sneaky good move for the Wizards and could be instrumental in keeping Beal in Washington. Point guard is a definite position of need, but there isn't a point guard worthy of being drafted at this spot in my opinion. With the 10th pick in the draft, the Washington Wizards select Benedict Mathurin from the University of Arizona. The Canadian is one of the best athletes in this draft class, and he has a pure shooting stroke. The 6'6" guard became more assertive in his sophomore year. He rose to the occasion in the biggest games of the season, scoring 25 against Wichita State, 30 against Illinois, and 28 against Tennessee. Going into his sophomore season, we knew that Mathurin had the size and spot-up ability to be a good guard on the next level. He has continued his excellent shooting this season, even though he wasn't as efficient from 3 this season compared to his freshman year. He still shot around 37%. Mathurin has a nice high release on his jump shot, and he gets good lift on it as well. It's a picture-perfect stroke, and it's nearly impossible for defenders to get their hands on it. But he has expanded his game more on the offensive end. The biggest improvement is his ability to attack defenses off the bounce. He's more of a threat on the ball and off the ball. Whether Bradley Beal resigns or not, the addition of another 2 guard would be a good move for the Wizards. With the 54th pick in the draft, the Washington Wizards select Hugo Besson from France, who played for the New Zealand Breakers this past season. Besson is a 6'6" skilled point guard who is creative offensively and can get buckets in bunches. Besson is a flashy player with a great handle and is crafty enough to get by his defenders and knows how to finish once he gets to the rim. He only shot 30% from 3-point range, but that was on a high volume, so he profiles as a guy who will eventually become more accurate. He can run the pick and roll, but he also has experience running off staggered screens on catch and shoot opportunities. When Besson drives, he can hit floaters with either hand or pull up for a mid-range jumper. He's not just a scorer. Besson is a crafty playmaker. His court vision opens up the game for him. He is prone to taking a lot of bad shots, so his shot selection needs to improve. But his biggest weakness is his defense. He can't be targeted by opponents. His defensive instincts are average, and he doesn't have the athleticism to compensate. He will probably never be an above-average NBA defender. He played 25 games with the New Zealand Breakers, and his best game was on December 9th when he dropped a career-high 26 points and 8 rebounds. His offense is ideal for today's NBA, but his defense and his age are the 2 main reasons why he will drop in the draft. The Wizards are in need of a point guard, and the only one they have on their roster currently is Ish Smith.